Alrighty, so today we're going to be having a look at estimating on a curved map, and we're going to be using Russia as our little example here. So this is a map of Russia. I think it's an older map, so there's probably some incorrect place names and stuff like that. But regardless, we can see that it's got these curved circle markings going this way, and it's got these straight line markings going this way. Why is this? It's because Russia is located quite close to the North Pole. And if we remember, the North Pole is 90 degrees north. So that means that this marking here, which is a little bit hard to see, but it's got the number 80 on it, this is 80 degrees north, and this line running all this way is 60 degrees north, and so on and so forth. So that means this line out here, it's a little bit hard to see, this is 40 degrees north. Well, that also then tells us that each of these lines then must be measuring how east or west we are. And indeed, that's entirely their purpose. But once again, they don't have numbers that are too easy, and in fact, none of them have degrees on them. But we should know that east is going to be further this way and west is going to be further this way. Let me clear up some of my markings and put in a bit more information. The reason we can tell the North Pole is up here as well is that all of the meridians of longitude are actually meeting there. And so these meridians of longitude are 0, so that's 0 degrees east/west. Is this first line, this line down here, it has 30, so that's going to be 30 degrees east, 60 degrees east, 90, 120, 150, and 180, which is the anti-meridian here, which actually means that if you go further this way, you're actually in the Western Hemisphere. So for example, Prevenida would actually be in the Western Hemisphere because it's on the other side of the anti-meridian. Alrighty, so let's try to find some places. So the first one's at 60 degrees north, 30 degrees east. So remember, north is this circle, so it's somewhere on this circle here. That's what the 60 degrees north means. And 30 degrees east means it's going to be on this line as well. And so we can intersect these two lines and have a think about which one's the closest. And in this case, the closest would be St. Petersburg. Alrighty, now we've got the next one. It's going to be 62 degrees north. Okay, so we've got to think about where 62 is going to be. Is it going to be above that 60 line, or is it going to be below that 60 line? And we can actually use this scale to actually help us, right? This is 60, this is 80, so 62, well, 70 is going to be about halfway between. That's going to be the same on both sides. Let me put my 90 degrees here, that's the North Pole. So 70 is also going to be here, right? Because again, these circles, everywhere on that circle is at the same thing. We can draw in a new circle, like so. So where's 62? Well, it's going to be somewhere about here and about here. And if we draw that circle in as best we can kind of know it's going to be somewhere along this line-ish. You know, granted, drawing semicircles can be difficult without a compass. Alrighty, so it's going to be a little bit north of 60 degrees, and it's going to be 130 degrees to the east. 130 is, this is 120, and this one is 150. So 130, well, that's plus 30. So 130, we need to break this into thirds. Can be, once again, a little bit difficult to break into thirds, but we can just try our best to try and break it into thirds. And so then we'd have 130, 140, and so the only place that's anywhere near it is Yakutsk. And that's indeed the place we were looking for. So using a curved map can be a little bit more difficult, but the same principles still apply. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.